In the middleweight division at UFC Vegas 76, you got Bruno Ferreira taking on Nursulton Ruziboev. Now, Ferreira, Brazilian, comes in at a perfect 10-0. Nursulton comes in with an extensive career as a professional, 34-8, and hasn't lost since, I believe, 2019. We'll get into that in a minute. Now, Nursulton, 4 inches taller at 6'2". Both guys right around the age of 30. Ferreira, 72-inch reach. They both fight right-handed. Now, Ferreira in just 2 quick UFC fights, both wins by KO, lands 6.6 significant strikes per minute. No need for takedowns as of yet, and hasn't given up any takedowns. Now, he's beaten Gregory Robocop Rodriguez by KO, and he won the Contender Series by first round KO. So he's looking good so far, but it's going to be an interesting test for Nursulton, aka Black, because he's got 20 submissions. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. 12 KOs, so 32 finishes and 34 fights. And again, the guy's won 8 straight, hasn't lost since December of 2019. So a long history of fighting. And what makes it, these are always the toughest predictions, because you don't have enough fights from Ferreira to really know how good the 10-0 record is. Nursulton's got a long career, but he's untested really at the UFC level. He's fighting out of Brave CF. He's fighting out of OFC a couple of times, Octagon Promotion and U1. So, the question really is, who's he fighting? Not the level of UFC fighters, but that doesn't always mean very much, as we've seen a lot of newcomers this year have beaten UFC fighters. And Ferreira's not really a UFC veteran, but I'm still going to lean towards Ferreira to get the win. I think he's going to defend the takedowns well. Maybe one round he gets controlled a little bit, but he's going to win in significant strikes, and the other 2 should it go to a decision. But I'd like to see him get the finish. That remains to be seen, but I'm leaning with Bruno Ferreira to continue the unbeaten streak. The only question mark here too is that he's young, but I still think he wins this thing, hopefully by KO finish, to move to 11-0 middleweight division, UFC Vegas 76.